We'll go to the phones real quick. We're going to get Jill from the Guam Football
Okay.
Association on. We got the picks?
Yep.
Okay. Big news for the GFA. And let's bring Jill on. Jill, long time. How you doing?
Oh, Hafide, good morning. Thank you for having me.
Oh no! When I saw the release, I was like, "Oh, we got to get Jill on because it's the first time I heard of any, I guess, organized sports sport to
Right.
start back up." Right?
Jill, when I saw the pictures, I was like, wow, these must be from pre-COVID. And then I saw the refs with the masks, and I was like, oh, wait. No. So,
That's how you know.
yeah, tell us exactly what's going on with the Guam Football Association and resuming of soccer.
Okay. Yep. So we're actually, we've limited our operations. So we wanted to start with training for our national team.
Mm-hmm.
So prior to opening GFA, the management put together a new procedure. So we have a new entry procedure. We have a new traffic flow procedure. And so we require, each of the players to sign that they understand the new procedure and they'll follow it. And basically what it is that, when they do come in for training, we do enforce hand washing, coming into GFA wearing a mask. And the training itself is modified so that each player has their own individual grid on the field, and each of them have their own ball. So they do all the training in that individual grid, to comply with the social distancing mandate. And then, of course, the coach, walks around to make sure that, they're doing things properly, and also giving them homework to do at home as well. So yes, I mean, we just wanted to, get them back on to feel how it is on the pitch. They've been doing homework, but then also, we do need to prepare in the event that, our leagues or even international tournaments come back, and we wanted to make sure that everyone was prepared.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it's mainly each player has their individual grid to practice, and is there any interaction between the players?
Not how we've had training in the past, where we'd had like small-sided games, or we do like maybe one-on-one with a goalkeeper. So yeah, at the moment, they're just within their individual grids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like no passing of the ball to each other or anything.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it is to get them accustomed to footwork on the actual pitch that they would play on, that sort of thing. So yeah, so there isn't the previous type of training that we've had just yet.
Okay. Have you heard anything in terms of when I guess soccer will or football will officially return?
Oh, okay. Well, at GFA, we implemented, I guess, opening up our operations in phases. So the national team training is just one of the early phases that that we're I guess you can say testing out per se. And then from there, if we experience, or if we have a good experience, then we may open up more operations, but that may be a couple of months down the road. The only thing that we've received word on, at least for the men's national team, Asian Football Confederation had set dates for the next World Cup qualifier matches that the Mattel will play in. So they're looking at October 8 and 13, I believe, and November 12 for the remaining 3 matches of the World Cup qualifier for the Mattel.
Is that here or is that off island?
The first match, the one on October 8th, for sure won't be here in Guam. The other 2 are supposed to be home matches, but we haven't confirmed a venue for it. So.
Okay, and so the first practice he said was or training session. It's actually today, right?
Oh well, our U17 and U20 boys and girls and the Masakata, they already started training last week. And then today we're expanding to open it up to our elite selection youth team. So that's basically our U14 and below. So then they're going to start training this afternoon.
Okay.
So you're basically, Jill, so there's things, skills, drills and all that stuff that footballers can do without necessarily having to play football. And that's what you guys are kind of maximizing on, right?
Yeah. So we're maximizing on technique, ball touch, and then also, I mean, just feeling comfortable with the ball again. So and then when we're able to go back to the training from before, then we'll go ahead and go that route. So I actually think that it's a good thing for especially the players, focusing on technique at the moment, and then once we can do tactics, and then also do like the drills with the other players.
Yeah.
What's the reaction from the athletes? They look pretty excited.
Yeah, I mean, just watching them, when they're training, I mean, a lot of it is, they really wanted to come back onto the pitch, and they're very happy to have that opportunity again, even though it's, limited. At least they're back on the turf, getting a feel for it again. And a lot of them have been doing these drills at home as well. So then, also seeing, like, the progress of their peers as well. So, our technical director, he was saying, he's like, you can see who's been doing their homework, basically. So, yeah, but yeah.
So nobody's been doing their homework, right?
Oh, no, actually, yeah, and the coaches do keep them accountable, because, they do have to submit videos as well from home. So, then the coaches can also, make sure that they are doing their drills at home.
All right, Jill, anything else you want to add here? And let me ask you a random question. People were asking me, it's all these cars that have been up at the GFA facility, right?
Yeah.
This is kind of a weird one, but I don't know how many people have asked me, like, what's going on? And this is like during the COVID. People kept messaging me like, you better check the soccer field in Harmon. There's some kind of crazy gathering because there's like 500 cars there. So what was the deal with that?
Oh, okay. Yeah, so when we started having these restrictions, especially with visitors coming into Guam, of course that affected our tourism industry. And so one of our partners, Triple J, so they have a car rental, Hertz car rental, and so their business, of course, was affected with not a lot of visitors coming in. So they had asked us, if we'd be able to allow them to use our parking lot to park their vehicles. Or their fleet of rental cars. So that's what all those cars were at GFA, and actually some of them are still at GFA as well. Right. So that was like the whole reason behind all the cars parked at GFA. So it wasn't a gathering; it was just the vehicle fleet from Hertz.
Okay.
So you guys don't have an underground facility there?
No, we don't have a bunker or anything. So.
Just checking. I had to ask,
Yeah. No, of course, yeah.
Okay, Jill.
All right, thanks, Jill.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Okay,
right.
keep
Wash
us posted.
Yeah.
Okay, definitely.
All right, take care.
All right. Okay. Bye. 7:33. We talked about bars reopening on Friday. I want to bring our friend Candy on to talk about the return of musicians and what's that going to mean for a lot of our music community.